guys, and welcome back to my bare face. Today I thought I'd just do a little fun tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be home alone this whole weekend. My boyfriend is going to Germany. But yeah, so I thought that was a perfect opportunity to film like a lot. So let's just get right into it. So I've already moisturized my face, so I'm just gonna go right ahead and prime, and I'm just using the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. So now I'm just gonna go right ahead in with my foundation, and today I'm using the Studio Sculpt foundation from MAC. This is an NC15, and this is actually like the only foundation I've found so far that actually fits my pale ass skin. And then I'm of course just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. I actually spent like this entire day cleaning out me and my boyfriend's apartment. So when I was done, I needed to get some food. So like right when I closed our door, I realized that I had forgotten the key to our apartment. So I locked myself out, and I panic and I don't know what the hell to do. So I just end up sitting in our basement for like 45 minutes just bawling my eyes out because I don't know what the heck to do. So I call my boyfriend, and he's like, as I said, he's in Germany, so he can't really do anything. But I call him and I'm like, what do I do? I can't crawl through the window, it's closed, like so I end up calling my dad, and he tells me to call my brother because he has the car. So my brother ends up coming in here to our apartment, and we like borrow a ladder, yeah, a ladder from the girl living under me, and my brother like crawls in through our window, and finally I can get into my apartment. I was so done with life at that point. I was like, I'd been crying for a good hour, and I was just like, my life is over. Yeah, that was kind of terrible. So now that our foundation is done, we're gonna obviously conceal. And I'm gonna use two concealers today, the two I always use. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. The Naked Skin Concealer is in Fair Neutral, which is the lightest shade, and the Pro Longwear Concealer is in NC15. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Concealer under my eyes and like to lighten up. Not that I really need any lighten up, but let's not talk about that. And then I'm gonna use the Pro Longwear Concealer on any kind of spots. So I'm just gonna use the Naked Skin Concealer first under my eyes, a little bit on my chin, down my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. And then I'm gonna go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and, as I said, hide any sort of spots on my face. And then again, using my beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend that out. Now that that's blended out, I'm just gonna set my entire face with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I'm mainly gonna focus the powder where I just blended out my concealer, but I'm also lightly gonna set the rest of my face. Okay, so now that we look really flat and boring, we're gonna bring back some color and some dimension to the face. So I'm gonna use my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, just to like warm up my face and to bring back some depth so we don't look like this. Okay, so now that we're bronzed up, we obviously want to contour a bit and enhance all the features we like about our face, or the features that we don't really have in our face. For example, I have a really like double chin, so we're gonna contour that shit away. And I'm just firstly gonna use this e.l.f. brush. This is the Professional Bronzing Brush. lately I've been just using this brush for like putting down the product, and then I'm gonna use a brush after, which I'm also gonna show you. I'm using that to blend it all out afterwards. And for contouring, I'm gonna use the BeautyUK matte bronzer. This is in number 2 dark. So firstly, I'm just gonna dust this in the hollows of my cheekbones, or in the hollows of my cheek to enhance my cheekbones. And as I said, we're blending that later on. So even though it looks really crazy right now, don't you worry. And as I said, today I don't want to be confronted about my double chin. So I'm just gonna like stick my tongue to the roof of my mouth, so this like turquoise disappears. And then I'm gonna lightly contour right underneath my jawline, so that the shadow look more like intense there. And it is extremely important that you remember to blend this out, because you're just gonna look like a fucking lunatic if you don't. So now I'm just taking this Real Techniques brush. This is the sculpting brush. You see? Like when you make like a double chin, you can like see the line, but when you're sitting normal, it just looks like your jawline is thick enough to cut an edge. Then I'm gonna go in with blush, and today I'm actually gonna use a really old blush that I bought like when I first started getting into makeup. This is from H&M. This is the Make Me Blush blusher in Tawny Rose. It looks like this, and I think it's really pretty. For that, I'm just using the Real Techniques blush brush. And now onto the part I really want to call my favorite, the highlighting part. And today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam. And the brush I'm using is the Morphe M310. Today I'm gonna mix 2 colors. I'm gonna mix these 2. This is Crushed Pearl and this is Mimosa. I just feel like I obviously use the most of this one because I'm so fair, but when I mix it with Mimosa, it makes like really like light golden-y silvery color. It's very hard to explain, but I just think it's so pretty. Like, can you see which color this is? It's like a really pretty pale gold color. It's so pretty. And then I'm just gonna go in with only the Crushed Pearl shade, and I'm gonna highlight my nose and my cupid's bow with that. Then I'm gonna move on to brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in dark brown. Okay, so now that the brows are done, I'm just gonna spritz my face with a little bit of MAC's Fix Plus, just to set all those powders down so we don't end up looking way too cakey at the end of the day. Okay, so now that the Fix Plus is almost dry, I'm gonna move ahead onto the eyes. And firstly, I'm gonna prime my eyelids with my MAC's Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I always just use my fingers for this. I don't know, I just feel like it's the easiest way. And then I'm gonna go ahead into my Morphe 35P palette. And firstly, I'm just gonna take this very light color, and I'm just gonna set that paint pot we just put there. Just set it so all the other eyeshadows will blend much easier. Actually, it's showing up a little bit too much in my crease, so I'm just gonna go in with this white instead, and just using that instead, just so we don't get like a crease color all the way up to our brows, because that's not cute. Okay, so for our crease color, I'm just gonna take that first color we used, actually this light one, and I'm just gonna pop that in my crease. I'm using the Morphe M441 brush, by the way. No, I've never really mentioned which brushes I'm using, mainly because I don't really feel like it's important, but some people have been asking me to mention the brushes, so I'm trying the best I can, guys. I'm then taking my MAC 217 brush, and going in with this color right here. And I'm also just gonna pop that into my crease, just to like make the look a little bit cooler. So yeah, I'm just popping that into my crease as well, but not as high as the other shade we just used. And just to make it a teeny tiny bit darker, I'm just gonna take this color here, and I'm also just gonna pop that in my crease, but I'm focusing it mainly on the outer part of my eye and then dragging it a little bit in. Then I'm taking the same color, the last one we used, and I'm just gonna pop that on a precision brush. Precision brush. It looks like this. It's very tiny and very dense. And as I said, just using that same color, the darkest one, and I'm just gonna run that very, very close on my lower lash line. Then I'm taking this smaller blending brush. This is from Makeup Academy and it's called E3. And I'm just gonna go back into this color right here, and I'm just gonna use that to blend out the lower lash line. Okay, so I feel like I need just a teeny tiny bit of shimmer on the lids. So I'm gonna go in with, this is the Makeup Geek MannyMUA collaboration palette, and I'm gonna go into the color Artemis. Now this is very, very intense, but I'm just gonna take a teeny tiny bit of it and just pat it on. I'm actually gonna go back into Artemis and get a lot of that product on. And I'm also gonna spray it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. And I'm gonna use this as my inner corner highlight. Now onto the fairly difficult part of this tutorial. I'm gonna use a liquid lipstick as my eyeliner today. And I think I'm gonna go with Jeffree Star's Doll Parts. I think that will be really pretty. I haven't done this on my YouTube channel yet, so if I screw this up I'm probably gonna cry, but that's okay. So I'm just taking a fair amount of product in my hand, and I couldn't find my liner brush, so I'm gonna use this one instead. This doesn't have a name either, actually. Sorry. Went okay. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger.
Heard the cries, but you wouldn't dry my tears away. So now
on to the fun part, making the other one match. But I just feel like it isn't as intense as I wanted. So I think I'm gonna outline it with like a liquid eyeliner, and we'll see how that turns out. Then I'm obviously gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Rimmel London Scandalise Rockin Curves Mascara. And now for lips, I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Weirdo Velour Liquid Lipstick. Ooh, I'm forgetting to blink. Oh, that's not good. And then lastly, I'm just gonna set everything with my Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. Okay guys, so this is actually the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. It's a little different from what I'm used to, but I actually really like it. Every single product mentioned and used will be in the description box below. Also the music I use, my Instagram, and all sorts of good things will be down there. If you didn't quite catch which product I mentioned or the brushes or something, everything will be down there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye! Needed to get some food. So now that the Naked Skin Concealer is in Fair Neutral, which is I'm mainly gonna focus the powder where I just set all my. Okay, so now that we're bronzed up, we always. Okay, so now that we're bronzed up, we always. What that? Just to set all those powers. Just to set all those powers down. Okay, well, okay. Right. Dry. I'm gonna move a little. And firstly, then I'm taking this small.